Well, here is my game room tour. I'm going to close the door because the washing machine is on and it's going to make a load of noise. Okay, what do we have? This camera doesn't have a very wide lens, amazingly. So, and where to start? I mean, that's the thing is, where do you start when you do one of these things? Well, we could start with the consoles. So what do we have? We have, oh gosh, focus please. We have Xbox One, and this is with the Fallout skin. I got this from Game and it's only $2.99, so that's great. It's got a few games of it, just the usual, you know, the ones like that you normally get, Halo and that, with the Fallout 4 there, yeah. Then we've got now this is a Xbox 360 Elite, which is why it's a bit smaller. No, it's not. This is not the Elite. I had the Elite. This is the Slim. Let me fucking right. Okay, manual focus. This is better. So, what do we have? This is the Xbox 360 Slim, I think is what that one's called, something like that. Then we've got the original Xbox there. So that's sort of like the Microsoft console boxes there. And then over here we have the Sony console. So we've got the PS4 with the VR there, and the Nest of Wires that comes with that VR. We have the PS3, and that's the PS3 Slim. I don't have the original piano one. This was a Christmas present. We have the PS2. Now that is the original PS2 there, but on top of it is the PlayStation original. I do have the PlayStation 1, PS1s as well, but not down there. So that's sort of like the Microsoft, it's the Sony side. So together you've got the Xbox, Microsoft on one side, and then Sony on the other. Then you have the big TV with you know, some figures and things. You've got the Terminator there, and that's also what the what's his name is on. The VR is on the Terminator head there. So yeah, so you got the Terminator model, the Predator, and the Alien bobblehead things there. There you go. And then on this side, a bit different, Battlestar Galactica, but Galactica, that came in a loot crate. Then I've got this Ed 209. You got the Adipose from Doctor Who there, and you have a Cyberman bust. Got some of these Lego figures. These are the original Ghostbusters Lego figures there. And then what we got up here? So this is sort of the Nintendo area. So we've got the Famicom there, and then we have the NES, quite a bit bigger, even though it's actually the same system. So I don't know, the Americans needed that bigger bulk or something, I don't know. Then we've got the Super Nintendo. This is the English version. I'm just going to flip this lens around so I can actually... how do we do this? We flip it out, and then we do that. Oh, that's better. There we go. So, yeah, so there we go. That's the Super Nintendo. Then you've got the N64. You can see I'm going in order here. Then we have the GameCube. So this is just a standard GameCube there. Then we have the Wii. This is the original Wii with that's the drawing, the drawing thing where you can like a tablet type thing. And then we have the Wii U, where it actually came with the tablet. you know, as a proper thing. And then that's just the box for the Terminator head, because I've got nowhere to put it at the moment because everything's really just packed out. And so that all up there is pretty much all Nintendo. Yeah, I suppose up there will be when I get the Switch. Yeah. So along the shelf, you can see it's all these Fallout pop vinyl things until you get to here, and then it's a bit of Futurama and Hellboy and Suicide Squad and that robot thing from Star Wars. This is a hood ornament apparently. Again, another Loot Crate thing, and then a couple of other ones of those things. I just stepped on my controller. So, what else have we got then? Well, up here, this is the reason that's there is because it's the Game Boy adapter. That's the thing underneath there. It's actually, you can slap a Game Boy cartridge in there, and that will then play Game Boy games on the TV, which is quite cool. In there is that's a Vectrex in there, because I couldn't fit it anywhere else. It's quite tall, the Vectrex. So, oh look, got another Super Nintendo. I didn't know that was there, so I could take that out and stick something else in there, because I have other things here which really I should. Well, I could take that out and put the TurboGrafx 16 in there. That would be a better idea. Ingersoll. Looks like a clock radio. This one. It's so very much from the looking like the Atari. You know, you only have the button and up, down, left, and right, and it's a cartridge-based system. It's one of the first cartridge-based systems, so that's quite cool. This is the Intellivision there. I think my one's broken because what you have to do is turn it on before you put the game in, which is very unusual because normally you put the game in then turn it on, but not this one. Yeah. This is a Binatone. This is one of those Pong clones where it just has you know, the tennis and the Pong and that sort of thing. And yeah. We have here a what is this? This is a Panasonic, so it must be a 3DO. There you go. 3DO there. Pretty cool. This is the Neo Geo CD. So this plays Neo Geo games, but it's in CD format. What else do we have? We've got another PS2. Oh no, this is terrible. So we've got another duplicate. So we're gonna have to move that out and replace it with something else. Here we've got a Mega CD. So this is a Mega Drive 2 with the Mega CD there, and the book. Then we've got the original Mega Drive there with the gold 16-bit, which was a trivia question I got wrong once. What colour is the 16-bit? And it's gold. What's this thing? This is an Ace-Tronic. Again, a cartridge-based system, sort of an Atari clone. I'm not sure if it's English or where it's meant to come from, but yeah, very cheap. The game's very cheap, so that's a good one to collect for, because you can get all. There's not many games, only about 40 games. Then we've got here the ColecoVision, which yeah, works perfectly, which is cool. We've got this is an Atari 2600 Junior. I think it's also known as the Vader, because it's black. And then behind it there, that is the TurboGrafx 16 there, or PC Engine. I don't know what you call it, but I think it's called the Graphics 16. Then we've got here a thing. Here you go. Does this work still?
You are an enemy of the Daleks. You must be destroyed.
There you go. It's an alarm clock actually, so that's pretty cool. And you hit it on the head to turn it off. We've got a Amiga CD32. So this is a Amiga 500 with a CD player. You can actually attach a keyboard and mouse to it and turn it into the Amiga computer, which is pretty cool. We got a Sega Master System 2. I don't have a Sega Master System 1, so I still need to get one of those. Underneath that we have a Philips CDI, which is a bit big, so a bit difficult to put in there, but it goes in sideways. We have a Sega Saturn, very cool, and I've got the steering wheel and things for that, so when you play, what is it, Daytona, then that's a really cool game. Kids love that. That's really cool. Okay, so we've got the wood grain Atari 2600 there. So there we go. We've got the Vader and then the original wood grain one. Yeah, this is just an odd cupboard because I'm just running out of space basically. So we just got the 360. That's the arcade version. So it doesn't have a hard drive. Or it may have a 20 gig hard drive or something, I don't know. And also it's been chipped and banned from the internet, so it will play pirated games, which is pretty cool. I didn't do the chipping, and that's just a Mega Drive 2. Obviously, this is Dreamcast. So what I could do is maybe arrange things around a bit more to get all the Segas together, which, like I've done with the Nintendos. In here, it looks like a sort of mismatch of stuff. It's actually, there's loads of controllers, loads of joysticks and things, but just there, you can't quite see it, but I'll pull it out. That's the Ouya. Let me get this out and then it'll make more sense. You've got the Ouya controller there, and then the actual Ouya itself there. We've got an Atari Jaguar, and that's got a couple of controllers and a few games with it, and it's all boxed. Most of the stuff I have are boxed, and all the boxes are behind there. You can see in the back there, they're all sort of stacked behind all of these things. So yeah, so we've got the Atari Jaguar, which is very cool actually. I played a few games in there. It's actually very nice. And with the SCART lead, so the way you plug it into the TV is with a SCART lead, it works really, really well. So that's cool. We've got a, what is this, an Amstrad GX4000. So I've only got one game with that, and that's Burning Rubber, which is the packing game that comes with it. Okay, so that is, let me stand back so you can see this. Like I say, it's not a very wide lens, so I have to go right back to the back of the room. But this is all the consoles on display. But that's the consoles, and that's not all of them. Like I say, I've got tons which are all packed away because there's nowhere to actually put them. And what else? Right, I'm going to try and go through this quick because this is just going to be forever. So we've got ourselves a Spectrum ZX 128K Plus 2. This was my first PC, which is cool. Underneath that we have a what is this? An Atari ST. I think it's the here you go. It's a 520. So there you go. The Atari ST 520. We've got the Commodore 64, and this is the newer model of the Commodore 64. I've got the bread bin as well, and then you've got your tape deck there because you need your tape deck. We've got a this is an Amiga 1200. Amiga 1200 with it's got a 4 gig hard drive inside it, which is on a compact flash card, and also I have this PCM CIA adapter with a compact flash card, so you can then transfer things to it like games. So there you go, you've got your mouse and everything. Underneath that we've got ourselves an Amiga 500. Nothing special about the Amiga 500, this version. It's just the bog standard one. I've got a second hard drive. Underneath that, this is the Atari 65 XE or XL, something like that. It says it's somewhere, I don't know where. But it's something like, oh there you go, there, the 65 XL, yeah. Which basically it's like a higher quality 2600. So when you play the 2600 games, you can get the same games on that XL, but they're just much better graphics, yeah. Then what we got here? So this is the. This one I didn't even realise existed. This is a Commodore Plus 4, and the reason it's called Plus 4 is because it's got 4 ROM chips built in it with office software like a word processor and things like that. Plus you get all the usual tape games and things. Then this is a Texas Instruments 99 4A, which I don't know if it works because I don't have a power supply for it. Those things at the back there are arcade buttons, because my arcade machine, I'm going to put a new panel on it and give it 6 buttons because it's only got 3 per person. Then we've got a ZX81 with the ROM pack there, which you see the ROM packs online for an absolute fortune. I didn't pay anything for it, I don't think. It was, or maybe £2 or something. It's crazy. Yeah. Then we have the Acorn Electron. Again, this is with the original book, so I've got the original box and everything. The original box is just a piece of cardboard. Nothing special there. We've got a Dragon 32 under there with the power supply and you know, controller and things. That's pretty cool. Under that we've got a BBC Micro. This is the BBC Micro Model B, and it has, I've put in it, I've actually got some ROM chips with a Pac-Man clone called Snapper, and a Chucky Egg clone as well. I can't remember what that's called. It might even be called Chucky Egg actually. And then a few old. Well, that one's not old. That's very new, that book. But then there's a lot of computing books there with programs for all of the 8-bit machines, so you can write your own games, which is pretty cool. We've got a Fallout memorabilia shelf here with lots and lots and lots of Fallout things. You know, all those Fallout stuff, and then these are all Loot Crate pins in there, so that's a whole cup full of Loot Crate pins because I like the Loot Crates. We got up here the Amstrad PCW 8265, because it's only got the one hard drive, otherwise it would be the 512 if I had the second hard drive, with the printer and the keyboard, which is pretty cool. And I've also got Star Wars Space Invaders game for it. There's a boxed N64 up there, which also has a load of controllers with it. So we've got this sort of like a remote control for a radio controlled car as a controller. Let's see if we can see that. There we go. So it's got like a thing which you turn, and like you do with the radio controlled cars. Some kind of flight stick as well. A wireless. This is a wireless flight stick controller for it, which is all N64. It's incredible. There's something else behind there. So it's a steering wheel for the N64. That's all, just a steering wheel. That's what the Pip-Boy came in. That big box there. We got the X-Wing there with the R2-D2 sitting on top, which is pretty cool. What else have we got? Yep, we got the Fallout statue from Fallout 4, so which is pretty cool. The kids always like their photos taken with that when I go to events and things. I take it with me. Loads of stuff. We got the Alien, what's his name thing there. Loads of other these boxes they were given away at the launch of Fallout. Well, actually, I asked for it. Loot Crate stuff, loads of Loot Crate stuff. Got a Tetris game. It's a board game. Well, it's not a board game. It's sort of like you drop plastic things in the top, which is quite cool. These are just the boxes for those things over there. Other things, PS3 controller adapters, all brand new and never been opened, and just being given away virtually because you know, nobody wanted them anymore. So which is cool. I'll take them. We got some Master System 2 box there. This is a flight stick for the Mega Drive, which is amazing. Up there we've got a VTech home computer, which actually, you know, it's got word processor and spreadsheets in it, and art program and games, and it's really cool actually. Got a Grandmaster 3600 Mark III, so it's a Pong clone basically. Some dance mats, Xbox One box, load of graphics cards and things. Then we got Super Nintendo games. So this is where the games begin now. This is becoming a long video. Loads of, well, I say loads. It's just loads. Got some Nintendo games there. Got some N64 games there. Some boxed N64. GameCube games. And the thing about most of my shelves is I've run out of space. So what happens is I have to like start doubling up at the back there so I can fit them all in. We've got the, what's this thing called? The Wii, and then the Wii U, and then we've got some Ritz. These are the Acetronic games, I was saying about collecting them. They're all numbered. All the Acetronic games are numbered, so very easy to collect for because they're all numbered. This thing there's it's an 8080 processor, just a bit of nostalgia for the first computers and things. Just a few PC games down there. Then we got PlayStation 1 games. There's actually this goes back down there. I've had to move the shelving down to actually fit everything in. So if you compare the shelf on the right to the one on the left, you can see it's going down behind these other shelves just to make room in here, so I can actually fit it all in. So yeah, so we've got some PS1 games and tons of PS1 games. All of the ones that you know, like the Final Fantasies and the Resident Evils, and you know all of them. If you know it, it's probably there. Then the PS2 games, loads of PS2, and the same problem again. These are all doubled up, and the same with these. These are all doubled up as well, because there's so many. Well, there's 2,000 games in this room somewhere. They're in here. This is PC, Sega Saturn, and some more PS2s. Down here we've got. Well, I'm gonna have to pull this out. Hang on a sec. Okay, so I've pulled the sofa out. Down here we've got the Amiga games. These are all sorts of Amiga stuff there, which is quite cool, like the original XCOM on the Amiga 500 and 1200. Well, actually, I think it's just 1200, that one. That's cool. Some more, even more PlayStation. I think maybe there are a couple of doubles down there. I'm not sure. Maybe that's where I was keeping a few doubles. Then this is all the big box PC games here. Lots of them. Again, they're all double packed there. Then you got these ones which were released by like the supermarkets, so that's why they're all in the same style box there. They were like you know, remakes, well not remakes but re-releases of all the games. Just more PC games there. Then we go on to the tapes, and this is all mostly Commodore 64, but there's a few other things here. Not many Spectrums. I've got to say it's mostly Commodore 64 and Amstrad is what I have here. A few bigger boxed ones there. This is the Sega Master System 2. Some more disc ones down there. I think they're probably Atari ST or something maybe. Got a Cartman doll. And then we have the, it's a bit dark because of the Fallout statue, but we have the Atari 2600 games there. Some CD, Sega CD games. What else? Loads of controllers and handhelds, Game Boys, things like that down there. And then the big collection then is the Mega Drive. So Mega Drive is my big collection, which well, it takes up all of that, which is not as many as it looks actually. There's only about 300 out, so I'm only about halfway through the Mega Drive collection, so I've still got a fair way to go with the Mega Drive collection. And that's it for the games room. So this is the games room where we play the games and everything. And then I've just got a few more things upstairs, which is all my other PlayStation games. I'll show you that now. Okay, so a bit of a messy desk, but this is basically where I do the video editing, and well, it's really all I use this for at the moment is video editing, but it's browsing YouTube and whatever else. But yeah, so it's a 27-inch iMac, 5K, with then 2 extra 27-inch screens, so you can edit a 4K video, you know, on and still have room for all the controls and everything. So that's pretty cool. And what's up here? Right, more stuff. Oh my god, the box for the free PS3 there, the Nintendo Wii U that I got, the Binatone, another Binatone there. That's the Super 10. It's got 10 games on a cartridge. That's a fly thing because we live next to a woods, and the bloody flies, oh, they're everywhere, and moths and so on. So what have we got here? This is all the PS4. So this is all the newer stuff then. It's all your PS4 and your PS3 Move controllers, which work on the PS4, so they very nicely work with the VR. You know, straight away, perfect. These are all the PS3, and Game were having a sale, and they were just throwing these away basically. So yeah, I got about 100 games for about £100. So that is brilliant. So I've got loads and loads of PS3 games which I need to do, I don't know, playthroughs or reviews. Then there's 360s. Now this is a bit more difficult to see. There we go. So that's all the 360s there, and then that goes down to another shelf of 360s. And that's it. That's all she wrote. So there you go. The game room tour finally toured, because I've been planning on doing it for a while, but never got around to it. I just thought, quickly grab the camera, do it, done. So there you go. Thanks very much.